If you're trying to get all 6 temple trekking companions to level 99 for the Morytania Elite Diary, there are a few things the game doesn't make very clear and can save you a lot of time. The most important thing is that you do not want to train every companion the same way. For the companions that can actually fight, Dane, Jayene, Pazuzu, and Zachory, you want to let them do as much of the damage as possible. I would start with the easy routes while they're still low level. When you get a combat event, tag the enemies with your fist or a weak weapon, turn auto-retaliate off, and then tank the enemies while your companion attacks them. You don't want to bring a normal damage setup and immediately kill everything yourself, because the companion gets experience based on the damage they deal, just like how experience works in old school RuneScape. Your job is mostly just to keep the enemies attacking you and keep the companion alive. The best events I found for this were the shade events. Once the companion starts attacking, you can mostly just stand there and let them work through the shades. It's about as close as this grind gets to being AFK. Once your companion has leveled up a little bit, they no longer take much damage from the shades, and you can mostly fully AFK this event. Easy treks are also better than they might seem, especially at the lower companion levels. In one of my recorded runs, Pazuzu went from level 1 to level 20 in a single easy trek. That obviously isn't going to happen on every run, but it shows that you don't need to force the harder routes immediately. Easy routes are safer, the enemies are easier for your companion to hit, and you can still get a lot of experience from them. Rolayne is a bit different. He can fight, but he's much weaker than the other combat companions, and has trouble hitting enemies on the harder routes. What I did for him was run easy treks and look for swamp snake or shade events. Those enemies are weak enough that he can consistently hit them, so I could let him attack and walk away for a few minutes. It's slower than training the stronger companions, but is much lower effort, which I personally preferred. If you don't care about AFKing and just want to stay active and do it as fast as possible, you can instead clear the events yourself and speed through the easy treks for the completion experience. Smiddi is completely different. She barely attacks and rarely hits anything, even against the easier enemies. I tried waiting for her to deal damage, and it was painfully slow. With Smiddi, I would just clear the events yourself and finish the trek as quickly as possible. Most of her useful experience is going to come from completing the trek, not from standing around and hoping she eventually kills something. When I say she's weak, she is really, really weak. It can take her multiple minutes to kill one enemy if you're lucky. One thing I would prioritize is getting Jayene to level 99 fairly early. She unlocks the Ouroboros pouch, which acts like an unlimited druid pouch, and it activates automatically when a ghast approaches, and it can be added to your tool belt. So it's a really nice permanent account upgrade, and it also makes the rest of your treks easier because you no longer have to worry about maintaining druid pouch charges for the ghast events. So in summary, for Dean, Jayene, Pazuzu, and Zachory, find good combat events and let them deal the damage. For Rolayne, use easy swamp snake or shade events if you want a lower effort method, or speed through the easy treks if you want to stay active. For Smiddi, clear the events yourself and finish the treks for the completion experience. Then you rinse and repeat until all 6 companions reach level 99, which unlocks the complete Trekky achievement and the ghast familiar that you need to complete the Morytania Elite Diary. If this was helpful, leave a like and subscribe. I'll have more RuneScape guides just like this coming very soon.